2016 Healthy Schools, Healthy People, It's a Snap National Awards Ceremony. I'm Martha Chapin, and I'd like to thank all of our ACI members for your continued support on this important health education program. Healthy Schools, Healthy People is a joint initiative of ACI and CDC that seeks to improve hand hygiene habits to help prevent the spread of infectious disease and reduce related school absenteeism. This grassroots, education-based effort can help improve health by making hand cleaning an integral part of the school day. Since 2002, we have received 131 awards applications, and McBride High School from Long Beach, California, joins an elite group of 14 as the 2016 Healthy Schools, Healthy People National Award recipient. Our CDC partners were not able to join us today in person. Can somebody change my slide, please? Instead, we have Dr. Ann Shuckett, Principal Deputy Director for CDC, and she's delivering her greetings by video. Thanks, Ann.
We have the clicker.
Still loading. It's not playing? Yeah, it's not. Okay. Go ahead and skip to the next slide. We'll try and get that. She had warm welcomes of, for our students, pronouncing their names correctly and everything. But we'll get that slide, that video up on our website. So when we put this recording back together, we'll be able to see that. We'll just go ahead and go on to the next one. So today we are honoring Paola, Montserrat, and Kelly, 3 of Ms. Castillo's students. There were 36 altogether. And we're now going to hear from these student leaders, our Soapy Warriors from McBride High School.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Paula Alvarez, Director and Coordinator of our hand washing campaign. Here are 2 of my classmates that help me coordinate our bilingual campaign. This is Montserrat Pineda and Kelly Pinchilla. This is our teacher, Ms. Castillo, and our supervisor of our campaign. We are here to represent our campaign from McBride High School in California. We are also here on behalf of the rest of our classmates who couldn't join us today. At McBride High School, students have been urged to create an impact in our community. A new question for our curriculum came across us a few months ago. The question was, as teens, how can we impact our community using Spanish language as a form of communication? We decided to have an impact in our community, so we did some research on how we can help elementary kids attend school on a regular basis. We researched that the #1 problem students do not attend school is because of their health. But why are they sick? They're missing school because they have way too many germs on their hands. We continued our research and came across this campaign, but we first decided to get trained the right way. We received training from the Children's Clinic in Long Beach. We then retrained our future generations to continue this campaign. As this campaign came across us, we used this as an opportunity to connect it with our curriculum. One of our resources was a song that we created that lasts about 20 seconds, which is the correct way to wash your hands according to itsasnap.org. We also created an icon that symbolizes our Soapy Warriors. Here's a few clips. This is a small clip of us practicing our song. Can you play that, Sarah?
Yeah, that's not going to play.
Okay. Okay, sorry.
I'll go back to it in a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So I was the school coordinator for Patrick Henry and McBride. And what I did was keep McBride and Patrick Henry linked so that there wasn't any miscommunications. All the teachers knew that we were going, how many students there were, and what materials we needed, like such as the hand washing kits. We needed soap, we needed the glow gel, we needed black lens, we needed batteries,
We need to get all of that together and even folders with all the stuff in it. And we had to keep everything organized so we wouldn't lose anything. And on the day that we got there, we had to take everybody to where they needed to go because we had been to the school prior to speak to the counselor so that we knew where everything was and everything was okay with it.
Sadly, we can't show you the video, but in this video is the group of students that went to Patrick Henry to explain our hand washing campaign. And we taught them the song, and after we taught them the song, we taught them the correct way and how to wash their hands. And we also gave them a few resources. Can we have the next slide, please? So this was one of them. This is our brochure. Every student was able to take a brochure home. So for the kindergartners, they're practicing on their reading skills and their literacy skills. So the sight words in our brochures were highlighted so that they would practice. For the third graders, there was a series of comprehension questions that they would have to take home and answer and bring back. So based on their learning of what they learned during the presentation, they would answer the questions. We incorporated our Sophie Warrior and our school mascot as well. This is another presentation that we did at Cleveland Elementary. I was in charge of communicating with the principal and the counselor to having the presentation there. And the students are holding their calendars. So this is our calendar. We wanted to collect data, and one of the ways that we collected data was through the calendars. Each student took a calendar home, and it was used for 2 months. Every time they would wash their hands, they would place a sticker or a mark on the date that they used it. We also incorporated the pictures that they would know when and how they would wash their hands. It was also very vital to use a schedule. We wanted to use the teacher's time effectively and also very wisely. We wanted to make sure that they still had time for their regular day of classes, and we wanted to make sure that everything that we were supposed to present was presented. For the calendars, there was a training that we had to do for our classmates, as well as the song. We had to train them for the song and the calendar. So we had to prepare them, and everyone prepared their folder that they were going to take to the classrooms, each calendar, and they were responsible for bringing their own stickers for each student. So, now Ms. Castillo.
Okay, for every program, as we know, that we need to develop or we want to develop, data is the best evaluator. And to me, the data should be in both ways. I'm teaching the students to evaluate the program, asking the teachers to get back the calendars from the kids. But me, as an educator, I want to see they as leaders, how are they feeling? This is just putting their feet wet in the water. So then, first of all, I wanted to see how do you feel as a leader going into elementary school, a classroom, and you be the leader, everybody's going to be watching you, everybody's going to be seeing what you're saying and trying to meet you. So then one of the things that I tell them is you are a leader already. So then many kids that are following you, either you decide to the positive way or the wrong way, they are following you already. So this is not a choice, I don't want to be a leader, you are already. So then the data that we collected is very tiny, but we have folders with all the information. But mainly what the students expressed is that this experience is an eye-opening for them. They are becoming aware of how much impact they can do in a community when they work as a group. So then we have one of the comments from the teachers that they appreciated the program, saying that the lesson in Spanish was wonderful. And this is an immersion program, so it was done in English and in Spanish. So then they said that the kids were so enthusiastic about the calendar that sometimes elementary kids, they lost the paper, but they made up their own and they start doing stickers on themselves. So when it starts to fill out the calendar. Then that's on the students' part, but then also we are trying to introduce how we can collect data in a faster way with using technology. So the students have an iPad at McBride, and at the time of the presentation, almost immediately when they finished, they provided the teachers with an iPad, which responded, how well did I do? How well did I come prepared to give you this lesson? So then in the next slide here, you're going to see these are some of the comments from the teachers. And they really want the program to come back. They want the next year the kids to go and train the little kids how to wash their hands and become like a routine. Then the next one, please. So these are some of the comments. They said that this is an ongoing project. It's not one time and it's done. They are already using the calendar. They are planning how to implement it within the routine when the kids need to go to the cafeteria, when they are coming back from recess. The next one, please. And this is my message for my students. We are very fond of Gandhi's saying that be the change you wish to see in the world, and this is it. If you really want to see a change, you gotta participate in it. Not just the quote, it's nice and I like it, but now I need to act on it. So then I tell them, we all have great talents. We need to find out the ways how to share it. And within those talents, you're gonna face challenges just like this time. Not always is gonna be a smooth road. And when we are working as a team, we all know it, but they are discovering that sometimes you need to find out the exact words, the exact time, how to address different people to make it work. And that's how these ladies were really masters of how to make everybody work in a way that there was not, if they were little, I would say inconveniences, they would find out the way to talk to the partners and make it really smooth. So it was a feeling of success. So then this is something that I tell the students also, is how far your enthusiasm can take others. Many students are not very open. Some of them, they still very shy in the classroom. But these songs, they start feeling a little bit silly when they are singing the song, until the point that they came across and say, this is not for you, this is for the kids. So you need to embrace it, and you need to think that this is the message that you are going to deliver to the elementary school kids. And then everybody was very easygoing and chanting and actually having fun with it. So what has this program, how it has impacted my students? Well, they wanted to do more. They said, okay, well, we finished the campaign. Now what else do we do? So then, again, it's a series of questions for me today. Okay, look at the community. We are living in Long Beach. What are the needs of our community? So then they said, well, when we go to the beach, there is always a lot of trash. Well, let's organize a beach cleanup and see how we work together. And then also the connection with the Aquarium of the Pacific. They have a Latino night, or Noche de Estrellas, and the students wrote story that is has the message of environmental awareness. They create puppet shows, and then they actually participated in 2 puppet shows with the community, delivering the message of please maintain the ocean clean. And the next one. And this is a surprise for us. We were very delighted to know that Mrs. Obama sent us a picture and her message to the students. And this is what I feel really proud, because it wasn't really addressed to me, it was for the students. And what I really like, if you allow me to read this part, it says, every American, no matter what age, has a special role to play in leading us to a better tomorrow. That is why it is so important for you to study hard in school and stay active in your community. If you keep up the good work, I know you will have all the tools you need to achieve your dreams. Keep up the good work, and remember, I believe in you. Sincerely, Mrs. Obama. So then what I tell my students with this, they were all very excited. So I said, her words are also your parents' words, your teacher words, and everybody else that is trying to lead you, because you are the ones that are coming up front. We are moving forward, and you are the ones that are coming in, stepping in. So you need to be active in your community. Next slide. And this is our closing. I really would like to appreciate thanks to everybody who makes these programs possible, because we need to provide opportunities for the new generations to be active. One thing is to say it, but if there is no resources, there is no paths that they can go to, where do they go? So then we need to show them these are the opportunities, and also train them so they do well, they feel success, and just hand them and start a little bit and just let them go. I think.
Sierra, next slide. Oh, Omar.
This is just pictures of how the program went.
All right. So thank you, McBride High School. And now I invite Tom O'Brien, Chair of ACI's Board of Directors, and Ernie Rosenberg, ACI President and CEO, to the podium for the awards presentation. Thank you.
Those are my words. Okay, putting words in my mouth. As we celebrate ACI's 90th anniversary in 2016, we know that hand washing in schools is just as important as it was when our association began our educational efforts in 1926. It was one of our principal purposes when we started, was to get people, frankly, to bathe more often. Later this afternoon, these students will meet with their California State Representative, Congressman Alan Lowenthal, and the office staff of California Senators Feinstein and Boxer for an opportunity to talk about the importance of school health. We would also like to acknowledge the ACI member companies who helped sponsor this year's national awards. And thank you very much. The member companies that support us make this possible. We're particularly happy that it makes it possible for us to bring them here to Washington and expose them to the meetings that we've set up. Now, I don't think I have to read off the names because they're right there. Now we would like to take a moment to recognize the students and teacher from McBride for their outstanding hand washing campaign. And it's my pleasure to present each of you with a Crystal Award and certificate signed by the American Cleaning Institute and the Centers for Disease Control.
Hello.
By the way, we'll send these to you because this would probably be considered a weapon.
Montserrat. Congratulations. For McBride High School, Ms. Castillo.
Every time we do one of these, I get hope for the future. You know? It's really a wonderful thing. We really appreciate the effort you put into it and the support that we get. In addition to the hand hygiene supplies donated to the schools, our sponsors have also contributed to the 2016 Cash Award. We're pleased to present McBride High School with a check for $5,000. Don't cover your face. Try to get this in your carry-on. We encourage you to use these funds to continue your hand washing efforts. And Tom, remarks?
Oh. I think it was pretty clear from today that Ms. Castillo, you're the role model and the leader, and you're trying to teach them. So it's very clear that that's something that you're imparting and gifting these students with. So thank you for that role modeling and leadership that you're providing. And to the three of you, you have a great role model. It looks like you're following her well, and I'm sure your 33 colleagues are doing the same. So congratulations, and we expect that, maybe not this board, but we expect the three of you to sit around a table someday like this. Based on what we saw today, you will. Thank you.
Thank you.
So congratulations again. We'll take some pictures. We'll let them get back to work. You know, we have to make sure that they earn their keep.
Thank you very much.
Where do you want, I think Nancy wants us to do it out there.
More pictures outside, and then everybody else getting lunch. Yeah, and then you're coming right back in to get going. Okay, thank you.
If you want to take pictures with your own phone, the camera will find who the photographer will send them.
I think we're gonna do it out there.
Okay. Yeah, we're in the back.
Yes, we are.